Hey guys, this is Samuel and I'm here with my good friend Michelle, and today we're going to be talking about Instagram. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Instagram, and my friend Michelle wanted to share her opinion of Instagram, so let's start with her.
Ha! Hello, everybody. Um, First of all, I'm Asian, and most of us are known for having a camera attached to our faces because we just want to take picture. Take picture very nice. So, of course, Instagram, being a photo app, will be appealing to me, as well as Hipstamatic, Samuel,
Yeah.
as well as other ones that I've discovered being an Android fanboy, girl, fanboy. Now, Sam, you told me that you used to use Android, right?
Yeah, and I stopped using Android, ironically, around the time when Instagram just about came out.
You sound like a former drug addict. Now, do you want to apologize to anybody from your past? No. You're not on that step yet. Okay.
Well, I still have an Android tablet.
Oh, is it the Galaxy?
No, it's generic Lenovo one that I won in CS.
Excellent.
Why did I sound retarded when I did SAS? Alright, whatever.
You want to start over?
So go ahead and tell us your opinion about Instagram and how you either like it or dislike it. I know you've never actually used it, but
Uh, and here's where I begin, is that I've never used Instagram. I think that it being acquired by Facebook and now all maybe 90% of my feed, including 45-year-old soccer moms, single dads with a daughter. It seems like happens to be the demographic of the users of Instagram in my feed, and they all happen to be of beach chairs and um, sandcastles, and they're the worst pictures taken ever. Like I think Instagram is supposed to be used to enhance your photographic skill. I mean, if you don't have a lens or a filter or something that will naturally enhance your photographic skills, then I'd understand. Yeah, put a little focus on the middle. Use some bokeh, which is a fuzzy background, and kind of enhance the pictures that you think that would turn out great. Unfortunately, Instagram has left a bad taste in my mouth because it just makes me think that it makes people spread bad pictures like cancer, and it's rampant, almost like a spreading uh, rust on the iron of my night suit. It's just infiltrating everything that I know, and yet everyone is using it. So when does popularity of this app compare with the quality of pictures that people are putting out? What do you say, Samuel?
well, the weird thing about Instagram is that it's not even really designed to take good pictures. Because first off, it makes everything 4:3, which makes everything about the amazing HD widescreen lens on your iPhone look like shit. You have this amazing like lens, and instead of using something like Camera Plus or Photoshop or all these amazing apps at your disposal on your iPhone, let me throw a '70s filter on it, make it look like shit, and put it in 4:3. I
Oh,
I can
yeah, get this, everyone. Look how awesome this looks. What?
I can see this some appeal to it because I've been using Instagram for almost like 4 months now, and it's really cool that I can share it on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr all at once. I think that's awesome. I think that's excellent integration. I wish.
You are my enemy. This is why it's going to be good. Go on.
I wish other apps had that kind of you know
Versatility.
versatility and just instant gratification of posting the photo wherever. But it's also led to horrible trends on other social networks. It's not pretty when I open up my Twitter feed and I see the word photo and then an Instagram link,
Right.
and or someone putting stuff like Instagram hashtag Instagram hashtag no filter hashtag 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 hashtag.
I think the immediate visual of that word photo or hashtag Instagram will immediately turn me off because then I now have to resort to another platform to view the photo. But not only that, although Twitter has made it easier, I just think, man, you're just going to have a bunch of hashtags associated with this picture that doesn't even really deserve to be seen. I mean, I love how your dog's paw looks, but I think that sometimes, in some cases, and I've been agreed with in more situations than one, that when you're taking a picture, a lot of times it looks better and clearer when you just take it with your freaking normal phone, stock phone camera.
Exactly.
8 megapixel, I mean, whatever it is, when you add a bunch of filters to it and, gosh, all those things that they add, and incorporate it with this whole social networking thing,
It's
it just
11
almost
o'clock.
celebrates the fact that you don't know how to take pictures. And I'm again speaking from the Asian point of view.
uh, Unfortunately, you were interrupted there by the Mac clock, but yeah, I get what you're saying. The what I don't like about Instagram is not only the hashtags infiltrate things like Twitter, they infiltrate things like Facebook and Tumblr. That's what I love the social integration, but at the same time, it also degrades the quality of other social networks. You know how retarded hashtags look like on Facebook?
I completely agree, and I've joined actually a page that says, "Stop using hashtags. It's for Twitter. Stop it."
And then it puts it on Tumblr as well, and hashtags are used on Tumblr, but it looks dumb within a post.
In all fairness, people post their tweets to Facebook in sync, so they do show up in your Facebook feed. And meanwhile, while they don't look like they have any meta value at all, they are just posting from Twitter directly. So come on, let's give those people a break.
Well, to be fair, people also have their Tumblr hooked up to their Twitter. So oftentimes I see someone post something on Instagram, and then on Twitter it says, new post on Instagram and new post on Tumblr, and it's of the same thing.
Oh yes, so well that would argue another point. People do sync up their Twitter and their Facebook so that they do have duplicate posts of the same picture. One you can like and one you can reply to. So what is the preference there for you personally, Samuel?
I think that the best way to do it is to separate your social networks, and as much of a big pain it is, if you're going to post the same picture on every social network, just the reason I like Instagram in the first place is that it'll post it to them as a native picture. So this picture will be native on Facebook. It'll be in an Instagram folder, and it'll appear as a native picture on Facebook, and a native link on Twitter, and a native picture on Tumblr.
You're native. The good thing is that when you do post a picture on Facebook, it does show the origin of its upload. So if it's mobile upload, if it's coming from a certain album, you can see that. And like we discussed earlier, I'm discriminatory about what pictures I post, what things I tweet based on the audience. And my audience on Facebook is family, coworkers, friends, a lot of safe people, I want to say. Whereas my Twitter audience is randoms, gaming network, a lot of people that don't know me personally. So I feel like I can be more uninhibited with them. Do you have that same filter?
No, actually,
You have no filter.
I have no filter. I'm almost completely hashtag no filter. By the way, I'm almost completely filterless on every social network.
Wow, so it's just a big garbage disposal, a social garbage disposal where things get sorted and disintegrated and absorbed.
Yeah, I think the only thing I have a filter on is Google Plus because I only go on when I really am bored. So whenever I decide to use Google Plus is when something gets posted on there.
That's another thing. So I haven't really explored Google Plus because I'm not very pertinent and I don't have a lot of people to add on there. But yet that is another thing that adds to. Are you on Clout?
Yes.
Okay, so Clout. Let's discuss that.
Oh yes, Clout.
It extracts your influence on people on YouTube.
No, it doesn't.
YouTube, I signed on.
Yeah, you can put your YouTube account on there, but all it does is
It's a Google ID.
No, what the YouTube thing does is that it puts a YouTube link on your profile. The only three social network it gets analytics from are Google Plus, Twitter, and Facebook.
Schooled. Nope. Okay, so
I personally hate that because I know if my YouTube was on Clout, my Clout score would at least be like 6 or 7 points higher.
no kidding. I thought that's why you'd be like the Gandhi of my life right now, according to Clout. Why don't I have some perks inspired by Samuel? Why don't I have New Mexican tacos sent to my door for free?
What's weird is that Clout puts me into like topics I have almost never discussed, like Mexico or.
It's amazing. Okay, so let me venture into maybe undiscussed topics in real life, IRL, versus ones that are open in Clout. So, what is your Clout score / weight?
52.
Oh! I think I'm steady at 54. Base.
You probably get a lot of more retweets and at replies since you're.
I have no idea what it is. I think that here it is again with the picture taking. I think that I only put very not influential. That makes me sound like a fucking asshole, but pictures that evoke a response from my friends and family, that would increase my Clout score on Facebook because I do a lot of Facebooking. Twitter is the social media platform that I am a little bit more reserved on and the one that I use more curse words on. So I think that would evoke less response than all the people that I have on my Facebook. So,
or it could also be due to the fact that you're a pretty girl, and guys like pretty girl. Let me favorite everything.
I follow a lot of pretty girls, both on Twitter and Facebook. I'm jealous of their Clout score, but I know that it's because they are social media. I don't want to say icons, but mostly personalities. Whereas I kind of take pride that I'm not a personality. I think that if I can evoke influence and response from people that I know personally in real life, and my family and my friends, that is the most substantial influence that I can have on anybody. It does not matter how many at replies, how many retweets I get. And that's why I think that Facebook is a better gauge of my influence than Twitter is, because a lot of my Twitter followers are from the gaming community. Would you say the same?
I think that that's actually a very good avenue to think, because instead of trying for that stuff, you should kind of let it come naturally. Let fans or friends or family actually, if they actually like your media, those are the people that will always come back. Well, besides haters, they will always come back too. But
gonna hate.
Huh?
Fans is a very different. It's almost disgusting to me. I don't know. I don't want fans. Do you want fans, Samuel?
I like having them, and I have some creepy fans, but some fans or people who have just known me have become actually really great friends of mine. So
they share the same interests and they share your opinions, and of course they would be your fans because you have that much in common.
But it doesn't even have to be like they share the same interests or opinions. They may like the way I talk or the way I articulate things. Someone that was my fan actually became one of my bosses and sent me to E3 this year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it goes. Someone that used to be my fan, who watched me for years, decided to talk to me on Skype. We ended up sparking a deal, and we started this. Well, he started a website, and he asked me to come on it, and now I'm one of the co-owners, and now I went to E3 under their name. So it's amazing how interesting, like a fan can turn into. So I don't like dismiss all fans. Of course, I've had creepy ones who have like stalked me on Xbox Live and asked for me all this weird stuff and
I'm pretty confused.
have pried into really
You have to,
personal
you
parts of me. But you know,
don't have to put the spotlight on me like that. I know I'm creepy.
no.
There's only 3 months left on our restraining order. God, don't publicize it. I like the way you talk. No, but I agree. I think I didn't mean to cut you off, Samuel, but there is a difference, and I think that people that have a personality that goes for that kind of fandom will have thousands upon 10,000s of followers on Twitter and on YouTube, and be. I have personal friends that have that kind of following.
I think that you have the right approach because I think that trying to get fans is kind of shameful. In my opinion, anyway. I think that you should put your content out there and just let it flow. And the fans will come to you.
Well, I was taking a look at my Facebook page as an outsider after having a lot of drama in my personal life, which I won't talk about now, but looking at my Facebook page, it pretty much reflected me, cats, games, cats, me again, cats, games, food.
And guns?
And guns, occasionally. But yes. Oh, you might know me about that, but it's true. I just feel like I don't have the appeal. I don't have the mass appeal, so I'm not going to go for it. If I want more readers to our site, the site that I write for, I'm going to push for it with my content and not my appearance, not my, persona. I'm not going to be an online personality. I'm just going to be a regular girl that just happens to like games and like cats and guns. And if anybody is going to subscribe to that, please feel free. And that's why I just have merely 100 more followers than I have people that I'm following.
Hey, that's not a problem. I don't see any problems with that. I don't understand why people try so hard to become famous. I don't. I think that it's. I think personally, social media, in my opinion, is for conversation, and the more conversation about topics that you enjoy, and or would like to argue about or whatever. I think that
argue. You love an argument, Samuel, don't you?
Yeah, a lot.
Well, then we can't be friends because you're very political, and I hate politics. And I hate religion, so you can basically trust me. Or anybody else, actually. That's my own opinion. Did I hurt your feelings?
No, I'm atheist. So I hate religion, too.
I don't hate religion. I think that there are... Oh, God, I don't want to get into a whole thing. I think if I were to highlight my general feeling about religion, it would be that the house that we just moved into has a fireplace with brick.
Mm-hmm.
And the brick has been made in a way that there is a cross that protrudes from the brick, so that, there's a flat brick surface, and there's a cross that comes out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't realize this until we moved in. So what we've done is hang a pentagram on top of the cross, and then put a statue of Baphomet directly in front of that. And I think that might just ward off any kind of...
Ooh. Since it's in a fireplace, that looks like a little tribute to Satan.
It really is. I'm going to stick my cat in there thinking that it's a lamb, but unfortunately I've already lost a cat, so I don't have to do that. There is no bloodletting. There's no sacrifice being made. There's just a stance taken against a billion people that think they can't be wrong, but at the same time, a billion people that sound wrong resonate with the opposite of what they're preaching. I'm not making any direct references. Thank you.
So, about Instagram.
Yes, I took a picture of the class today. Just kidding.
Did you take a picture of the fireplace and put a 1977 Valetica
filter.
filter.
I don't know anything about that. As an Android user, the only apps that I've used, actually, the
But
only
Instagram is now on Android.
Go fuck yourself. I've only used an app called Retro Camera, which is the totally ghetto, in like horrible downgrade of Hipstamatic slash Instagram. It has maybe 5 or 6 lenses, and they're all based on Japanese cameras. Got like and old school cameras and Polaroids. I've found that taking pictures of food, which I do as an Asian girl, I have a fudge lens on my retro camera that I love, and I have a total Facebook album dedicated to the pictures that I've taken of food with this lens, and it's gotten many likes. Thank you, Clout. Haven't gotten any complaints, but it's my trusty steed, so to speak. So I don't think I have a need for Instagram. I think it would make my pictures worse.
I think my issue with Instagram, like once again, is the 4:3 thing, and the pictures on Instagram are never really interesting. They're either screen caps of text message conversations. This is my feed. I know your feed is beach chairs or whatever, but mine is either
Feet. Always feet.
feet. Yeah, I see. I see hands.
Oh God.
Preferably nails. That's what I see a lot of. I see girls' nails. I see girls doing duck face with the cleavage. I see
Follow them? Why do you follow them?
a lot of them I just follow because they're attractive. No.
Oh no, I'm just gonna just attribute it to the fact that you like ducks.
Oh, maybe. No, a lot of them are my Facebook friends, and
Oops! Oh crap!
a lot of them. A lot of them I just follow because of that, and I don't know. There's this weird thing in small towns, and I think it's just small towns, that if you unfriend someone or not follow someone back on Facebook or Twitter or any of this shit, it's like not being friends with them in real life, and it causes a shit ton of drama that's unnecessary.
Well, fortunately for me, my friends are all online. No, I'm just kidding. I have friends in real life. One. They like me for who I am, the scoundrel that I am, and I mean, they of course don't follow me on Twitter or Facebook. But I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but you have the benefit of your friends being adults.
My mom loves me. My mom, at least, I love my mom.
Aw.
So, Samuel, we've got 2 minutes before an hour wraps up of our conversation. How would you like to conclude our conversation about Instagram and religion and everything else that we went off topic about?
I don't know. I still think it's an interesting conversation that I will post to YouTube just because I think it's fascinating. I would like to hear your thoughts. You went on this tangent about, before we started recording, about how you think that Hipstamatic came first, or how you think Instagram popularized on something that was already there and it just became popular for no reason.
Yeah, it wasn't a rant or anything. It was just that I heard about Hipstamatic first because of all my iPhone friend users, and as a fanbroid, I didn't have it, and I just saw tons and tons of pictures posted on Facebook or even on their Tumblrs using different filters, different lenses. There were 3 different platforms that you could adjust, and I don't know them, unfortunately, because I didn't use it. But much like Instagram, I didn't learn Hipstamatic and I didn't learn Instagram, but I kind of am sad for the photo app world, because before they came along, people just took pictures and people were proud of their Polaroids and people had better standards for what they took pictures of, and the composition and the lighting and everything.
Whoa.
Are you okay? I just heard a lawsuit. What was that? Is everybody okay?
It was my iPhone dropping on my desk.
Oh my God, how's your Instagram? Just kidding. I just think that before these apps came along, and this could be applied to any app that came along that made life better for all of us and their moms and dogs, that people had higher quality standards, and now it's just getting less and less. And I'm kind of mourning that loss.
I think that it'll be very weird going on because I grew up in the era of very terrible like cell phone cameras, like 0.8 megapixel being taken and shared on stuff like MySpace on dial-up connection.
Yes, but MySpace didn't support uploading from cell phones, then did they? I mean,
yeah, they did actually. It was a very convoluted
via text.
Yeah, it was a very convoluted process. People used to send it to their email because you can text message your email the picture, and then they would upload it to MySpace from there.
I already spend 90% of my time emailing myself because I have no one else to email. I don't need to email a picture. My face.
It'll be very interesting to see the coming years where people take a picture of their food with 20 megapixel cameras on their phone.
And meanwhile, everyone's pictures of their food are by far like succeeding the quality of my pictures of my food. So I guess my only answer to that is not the camera or the app that they're using, but just to kill them, Samuel. I think that might be it. I don't know.
It's so weird how we have these super high quality cameras in our pocket, but I think Twitter, with the new encouragement of putting a photo uploader on their actual app, it's come to the point where we're just taking pictures of anything.
Oh my god, totally.
We're not taking pictures to actually take a picture of something. We're taking a picture to like either prove a point or show something stupid. Like if you look at my Twitter feed, you can often find me taking pictures of random stupid shit that I see on the street and sending it to my friends.
Yeah, because your dog is really stupid, random shit. I'm guilty of taking the cat pictures, the cat paw pictures, the close-up, the focus on the paw pads even. I think it would only benefit society knowing that cat paws are very beautiful. Thank you.
For an example of what I'm talking about, one of my friends hates the movie Battleship, and while I was in Hawaii...
Ugh. Just kidding.
And when I was in Hawaii, I went on a actual battleship, and they actually had a... Battleship the movie tour, and I thought that was the funniest shit in the world, that they actually had a tour where they showed parts of the ship that they used in the movie, and you had to pay extra for it, and it wasn't free like the historical tour. And I know my friend hates that movie, so I took a picture of the poster and I sent it to him on Twitter.
Oh. And he cried? Tell me he cried.
He was like, what the hell? Pretty much.
He at least put his palms up to his face. Battleship, I've heard a lot about, and I don't want to speak about it any further.
What, you don't like Rihanna's amazing acting?
Who are you? I think that is another podcast, Samuel.
Well, it was great talking to you, Michelle.
Thank you. You too.
All right. And